Barter and trade. Swapping supplies for goods or services after an SHTF event. Some people say that's going to be their daily go-to thing. They're going to barter and trade every single day. Some people say, I'm only going to barter and trade during an emergency. Some people say, I'm never going to barter and trade. My question is, what is the best item to stock up for barter and trade? We've done top 10 lists in the past, and online you can find top 100 list. But a lot of those items are silly, dumb, stupid, going to get you killed. So let me think about it for a second and let me discuss what is the most important and best item to stock up for barter and trade during an SHTF event. Before we get into that though, let me give a little story time. Let's say you know a storm is coming. 100% you know that a storm of some caliber is coming. You don't know when, you don't know where it's going to hit, you don't know how bad it's going to be, you don't know how bad it's going to affect the area, if it's just going to be a simple power outage or if it's going to be a 1-year power outage. You don't know if people are going to die or if just roads are going to be flooded, but you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that a storm is coming. You might go out and you might stock up on some things, right? You might prep up on some things. That's kind of what we do. We're preppers, right? So you might go out and get food, water, medical supplies, maybe even a chainsaw. A chainsaw would be very valuable after a storm hits. Get trees down, clear out your road, clear out your roof from the tree damage. Cool, great. You need a chainsaw. Fantastic. You might go out, if you're me, and buy 2 chainsaws because knowing me, I'm going to get the first chainsaw stuck. So now I have a backup to the primary. You might also buy a 3rd chainsaw to have a backup to the backup, just in case. What you're probably not going to do is go out here and buy 100 chainsaws. It just wouldn't make a lot of sense to have 100 chainsaws sitting in your front yard going, well, one day that storm is going to come. One day I'm going to trade these off and sell these off to people around me in my community because they are going to need them. It doesn't make sense, does it? But yet, when we talk about barter and trade, when we talk about prepping, we tell people to stock up on 50, 100, 200, 2,000 things that they may or may not need in case somebody comes to their door and wants to trade after an event has gone down. I was in one of the prepping groups the other day and a guy had on the table 20 bottles of alcohol. He had mixed varieties of vodka and whiskey and this and that and the other. And his goal was to have 100 different bottles of alcohol that he could trade off during an SHTF event. The question was brought up, does he drink? He says no. Do you use them for anything else? Maybe an alcohol stove or anything else? Nope. I don't use them to cook. I don't drink with them. I don't cook with them. I don't use them at all. So why have them? Well, just in case one day the world ends and I'm able to go trade this bottle off for something of value. I've never known the town drunk to live in a mansion. It just doesn't make sense. If people need something, they will find a way to get it. If people want something that bad that they have to have it, they will find a way to get it. They don't need you to stock it up for them because they are going to have nothing to trade. For me, the best items that I could stock up and trade off during an SHTF event is items that I would personally use but don't currently need. An example of this is ammo, guns and ammo. A lot of people say guns and ammo are one of the top tier barter and trade items. I kind of understand that, right? Because they are very beloved come some sort of disaster. I used to own a good amount of firearms and ammunition. Boating accident happened. Now I'm down to 1 rifle and 100 rounds of ammunition. Do I need 100 rounds of ammunition? Maybe. Maybe I am defending my place against marauders and bandits and bad guys and zombies and who knows what else. And I need that 100 rounds of ammo plus some. So I'm not going to trade it off because I need it. I'm using it. I need to use it to defend my property. Maybe the bandits, the bad guys, the marauders just kind of disappear. I live in a nice neighborhood and they just don't show up. Do I still need that 100 rounds of ammo? Maybe not, right? Maybe I can go trade 10 rounds off, 20 rounds off. Hell, maybe I can trade all 100 rounds off and get something that I need. Once you're out of ammo, you can't really use the firearm. I would use it right? I do need it if I had ammo for it. But now that I don't have ammo, I don't really need it, right? So then I could trade off the firearm. Gasoline is another example of this. Maybe you stock up on 20, 30, 100 gallons of gasoline to run your generator in case of power outage. Makes sense. But you go out there and your generator's gone. Do you still need that 100 gallons of fuel? Yes, if you had a generator to run. But right now you don't need it. You would use it, but you don't currently need it. To me, that is the best type of barter and trade item. You do use it, you would use it, but you don't currently need it. Do this without putting yourself in a bind. You see a lot of people talk about trading food. Food is the universal trade item. Food is that go-to that anyone and everyone needs. Let's say I grow a garden after SHTF and it is a beautiful garden. I have 3 options for that food. Eat it, store it, trade it. Those are the only 3 options because I'm not letting that food go to waste. I'm not just going to let somebody come in and take it for free. Eat it, store it, or sell it, right? Those are my 3 options. If I am hungry, I would use that food. I can go out there in the field. Here, kids, eat this pumpkin. Here, kids, eat this zucchini. Whatever I'm growing, they eat it. I do need it. I would use it. Maybe we are stocked up. We just got a bear, a hog, a deer, right? Our plates are slap full and there's no way for us to use that food at the time. So instead we store it. You dehydrate, you can it, you pickle it, whatever the case is. So then you store it. Maybe we're out of cans, maybe we're out of picklings. We can't store it, so now we have to trade it. I would use that food, but I don't currently need it. I have no place to put it in my current setup. Winter jackets are another great example. It's going to get cold during some sort of SHTF event because the power's not on, you can't run a heater. It's going to get cold. I have like 4 winter coats that are nice, toasty, warm, keep me warm. Do I need all 4 of them? Maybe. I would use all 4 of them if I had them, but honestly, I really only use about 1 or 2. Summertime hits and I have all these winter clothes. Do I trade some of them off? I would use them, but I don't currently need them. I could trade half of them off and still have enough to keep me through the winter. What I wouldn't do is trade off my last winter jacket in the dead of winter because then I'm going to die. Okay, simple as that. If I trade off my spare winter things in the summer or in the winter, I don't need them. I would use them if I had to, if I lost mine or whatever the case is, but I don't currently need them. I trade them off because it's not putting me in a bind. A lot of people talk about putting themselves in a bind. When it comes to barter and trade, they say, well, this food is for trade. This ammo, these guns are just for trade. I have them to trade them off. Fantastic. As long as you have spares, as long as you have extras, fantastic. You can go and trade that stuff off. But for me, if I plot out my garden and this is my stuff and this is the trade stuff and this grows but this doesn't, I'm not trading this off. I'm eating the hell out of this. Because my main supply stopped working, I still have this. A lot of people talk about putting themselves in a bind. I've got all this stuff stocked up, so I'm going to trade it off. And again, they're spending their money and they're wasting their money and their time and their energy and their effort to stock up on things that they don't use. 100 bottles of alcohol is a lot. 100 chainsaws is even more. Do you need 100 chainsaws? Probably not. Do you need 100 bottles of alcohol? Not unless you're a heavy alcoholic. So why stock it up? Why not take that money and go start a garden? Why not take that money and go buy more lights, more batteries, more candles, more whatever that's more valuable to you as a person than to someone else? Stock up on things that you would use. You don't currently need them. It doesn't put you in a bind. These are the 3 things that I would recommend. Just my thoughts, just my opinions. Let me know what you think down below. Is there any odd things that you're stocking up on? Like cigarettes or insulin or things that you don't currently need in your daily life? Let me know down below. That's all I got for today's video. Y'all stay safe out there. T2 out.